Hello guys, today I'm gonna show you how you can fix this update for Windows, this security update, which can be vulnerable to your BitLocker hard drive or SSD if you have. So there's a bug when you can get to access to it even if you have BitLocker. So in order to fix this bug you need update, but you cannot install the update. So today I'm gonna show you how you can fix it. This KB, this 411, this one. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go to start and we're gonna type cmd and we right click on it and we click on this run as administrator. Make sure you run it as administrator, because if you don't run it as administrator it will not work. So here we need to type some commands. So just before we begin, I just suggest you to not skip anything here and follow every command here that is typed, and it should be good. And be careful which you will type here, because this is very important what we will do here, and I will show everything. I will warn you everything before anything does. So the first command that we need to type is this one, is this reagentc /info, and we press on enter. And then here you will see where you have your Windows RE status is enabled. Make sure it's enabled. And here device hard disk is on 0 and partition 1, recovery Windows RE. So now we need to type this command to disable the Windows RE. And here we're gonna type this reagentc /disable, and we're gonna press on enter. And we're gonna wait for it to disable. Make sure it says it's successful. So now we can go to other command, and now we need to type in diskpart, everything together, diskpart, like this, and press on enter. And then from here you will type in list disk. Make sure, as you can see here, the disk part is list disk here. Make sure the disk part is here, and we press on enter. And now you will get your hard disk here. Disk 0 is, as you can see, status is online, and I have 500 gigabytes. And now here we're gonna type cell disk and then the number 0. For me it's 0, for you maybe it's something else. So as you can see now, the disk 0 is now selected. And now we type in list part and press on enter. And then here we'll see all of your partitions. Here you will see your recovery partition. And as you can see, how I can tell this is recovery, the first one is recovery because I have only 500 megabytes. So that's way that I know. Or it can say here on the type, can say the recovery partition. Now this is you have to select now your disk. You have to select now your partition, which is with where your Windows is installed. So how can you know? As you can see, I have two of them, and let's say for example I don't know which one is it. I'm just gonna go to my computer, and I'm gonna go to my computer, and as you can see here I have 255 gigabytes. So it means that the one with the 255 is the system one. So now that I know that is partition 2, because that's the one, the 255. And here I'm gonna type cell part number 2. For you, just be careful which one do you choose here, because this is very important what you choose, because here you have to choose your system partition where your C drive is, and press on enter. Now as you can see, partition number 2 is now selected. Now we need to type this command, this shrink desired 750 and minimum 750. Now you can go a little bit lower if you want, but I'm gonna go with a little bit bigger so it can be safer if for example you don't have enough memory for it. So I'm gonna press on enter. and we're gonna wait for it to shrink. So now we need to go again to our disk partition to partition 1 with the recovery. As I told you before, how do you know that's recovery? This one is if it's 500 compared to this one to the gigabytes. That's how you know that's your recovery. Or it simple will say this on type will say recovery or something like that. So now here we're gonna go cell part again, and here I'm gonna type 1. Make sure you type the correct one, as if we go up here, as on the beginning, you will see the partition 1 is the recovery. Here, as you can see as well, recovery partition. Make sure you type in the recovery partition here, the number that it says there. Press on enter, and now make sure it's selected the right partition. Make sure it's selected the right partition, and now we need to type this command. Make sure, saying once again, make sure is the correct partition as it was there on recovery. Make sure this is the recovery partition, and make sure this is not the C partition, because if it's C, you will delete everything from your system, including all your files. Now, after you've deleted the partition, that one, we need to type in again list disk and press an enter. And here now we need to know if your Windows is GPT or is MBR. So as you can see, if here on GPT you have a asterisk star, that means that your HDD or SSD is GPT. As you can see, for me here is MBR. So as you can see, it's not GPT. For you, maybe it's GPT. If you have GPT, then you need to type this command and press enter. And after that, you follow by this command. And then again, you press an enter. I'm gonna do for MBR, but I don't have GPT, so I'm gonna go with the MBR. So this is for the MBR. If you have MBR, this is the code that you need. So I'm gonna press an enter, and as you can see, is succeeded creating in specified partition. So make sure you get that message. And after you've done this, in case if you have GPT, you typed that two commands that I showed you. If you have MBR, you type this command. And now after that, if you have GPT, don't type this command, just type that the two ones. And now the last thing, this is what you need to type. The last one, this doesn't matter if you have GPT or MBR, you need to type this, and we press on enter again. And we're gonna wait for it to finish. And as you can see, now it's finished. It's 100% completed. And now how you can confirm that this is good, just go and type in list volume to confirm that you created the partition. And as you can see, here is my partition right here. Here is it is created now, Windows RE. As you can see, it's created. And as you can see, it's 750 megabytes right now, so that's good. So now as you can see here, the shrink volume is now bigger, it's 750 megabytes. And now all we need to do is to type an exit, and then we press on enter. And after that, we just type this command again to confirm, and we need to type this command again to enable again the reagentc. We're gonna enable it again, and we're gonna wait for it to activate. And now at the end, we need to type this command and press on enter, so we confirm. As you can see, Windows RE status is again enabled. So that's pretty much it, how you can fix it. Thank you so much for watching. If this helped you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video. Ask me any questions if you have. Bye.